the clock, though. There's the nod. Oh, hard hit. Trampled on the way out. De Souza down. Uncharacteristic of what we've seen from that Arizona team member. Back up to the chutes.
Yeah, but that is a testament to the degree of difficulty of these animal athletes in this bonus round. Manaba, just a great bull every time he comes out. But look at that. Takes a shot to the head, and here it gets a little bit more dicey. And watch when Allison gets up, just looks at his arm. Yeah, I got a little scratch on my elbow, but that's okay. How unbelievably tough are these bull riders?
Allison seen both sides of the sport just about an hour apart from a huge ride first team earlier to clinch the event win. They need to do that here or they lose this one. Oh, the Hevelo. Ooh, down inside, then underneath, takes a hit aboard Wardress. And here it goes again, the battered and bruised. It's not stopping for the Outlaws.
It's hit after hit, it's shot after shot, it's ride after ride.
Yeah, and the fact that he's walking out of here right now, very impressive. When you go back and take a look at this replay, watch this bull's feet. Most importantly, watch Colton's head. You want to talk about how incredibly dangerous this sport is? Look at this bull's feet, right there. So incredibly close to a very dangerous situation. Better angle right here. Thank goodness Hevelo is out of there and lives to fight another day.
Kansas City takes the loss before Luciano De Castro even leaves the chutes.
Go ahead!
Freeman finds the front end not the way he wanted to, takes a hit as he goes down in 3 and 72. As the bullfighters converge in to keep Freeman protected, who's still down on the dirt.
He's up inside the bucking chute now, surrounded by his teammates. And here's a look at the hard out.
Oh, not just the hard hit at first, but then the back feet of black and blue come right down on Freeman. Such a hard hit. Sports medicine attending to him right now.
He's been riding really good.
Big wave with a big move before the gate even opens, though, and he's not done.
Yeah, but look at Derek Kolbaba. Didn't phase him at all. He immediately right back to business. And I love the intensity that we're seeing from Kolbaba right now. He's locked in, laser focused, ready to get to business.
Take another look at this big move from Big Wave as Kolbaba gets reset. If he's getting that kind of air inside of the chutes, just imagine when that gate cracks open.
Bull goes from a 0 to 100 really quickly. The thing that you pointed out about the intensity of Derek Kolbaba, I like the composure of Derek Kolbaba. This one's gonna be a lot more fun.
It was set up to be successful. Sage question marks though, what happened here about 3 seconds? Kolbaba feeling the after effects.
You can watch it back on the replay right here. This bull's really gassy, a lot of speed to the left, a lot of intensity. Ow. Just tugs on him just a little bit, leans him back just a touch, and as soon as he does that, this bull's going so fast, the centripetal force is extreme.
You guys would both know better than I do, but we talk about the energy that he expels here in the arena. Look, him and Amy, his beautiful bride back home, they welcomed their first child of the world to get the job done himself.
Sit up!
Oh, Taylor! Quickly out of position and off over the front. He comes down in 2.
Really tough out to get by from Cold Chill. You heard me talk about the little bit of pushback he had. He even throws in a hop and skip and accentuates it even more today. You see it's like somebody's got a hold of Mason Taylor's collar of his shirt and just pulling him forward. There's no way to sit back on a bull that hits the ground this hard.
Watch his front feet. You saw his front feet hit the ground twice before his back feet came back down. That little stutter right there is so difficult to get by. Changes the timing and really throws some tricky stuff at Mason Taylor.
And at the end, if they're really the top guys, they're marquee guys, and this is no different. Let's go Dolphins.
Castle, though, gets forward and then takes a couple hits before eventually getting down to the dirt. Clock stops in 4:18.
Well, it goes back to what we say each and every week, that although we've seen these matchups before, it doesn't mean it's a given. And this bull looking drastically different than he did in Nampa.
Not the typical out for Arkansas right here. Tough shot right there. That is not going to feel good on that jaw. That is wired shut.
Watch this. Look at the situational awareness to be able to reach down with that free arm and try to keep that mask as far away from that bull's horns as he possibly could. Unfortunately, towards the end there, he just could not fight it off.
Bob down and into the chute. Struggling a bit to get up. We've seen him pretty sore after taking some hits. Sage, you were just talking about last week. He gives it his all, but sometimes gets in vulnerable situations.
He does. He's been taking big hit week after week. The toughness of this kid is never in question, though. This bull right here, really a high-level bull, meaning he comes way up in the front end and way up in the back end every single jump. If you're not in perfect timing with him, you're going to have trouble.
You talk about that week after week, he's taking a beating. He's one of the very few select guys that have competed in every single game for his team. He is living up to that moniker of the Iron Man, his coach.
Would not have won a single game last night. Oh! Wow, what a move from High Plains drifter Fritzlin. Finds the ground way before he wants to in this one.
Yeah, just got out of time with him right from word go. Love to see the replay on this. Right here, you see him leaves the chute good, sets his hips, goes to meet the bull in the front. Right here, the bull totally beats him to the ground. Head-to-head contacts.
And even though he hits the ground, Missouri Thunder still take the win home.
They ride, everybody's all business. National ride, the heads nod. We got this.
Oh! Lane down early, takes a couple hits. You're hearing possible re-ride on the sidelines.
Well, that's what the team is hoping for, and that's what the coaches are asking for. And now you see Cooper Davis, reaching up and hitting that challenge button, asking our officials to go back and take another look at it.
See if we can find out from Jerome Davis. Your challenge, Jerome, and about what?
We're challenging to hit the corner of that. We're going to see if it caused the buck off or not. So he wadded up and kind of left out of here pretty bad, and you can see his legs hurting him pretty bad, and he can hardly even walk out of the arena. So let's just see what kind of call they make.
All right, thank you, Jerome.
And Noble's making his way out of the arena under the guidance of sports medicine. We will keep you updated on his status as well. And of course, half of this score comes from the bull. You want that clean out for your team, and they need it here.
Yeah, hard to tell from that angle whether that bull came out clean or not.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Ooh. Huge lunge forward from back time, and it sent Richardson forward. Clock stops at 3:85.
Well, Riley again on the livestock director here for PBR teams. Put two bulls back to back. You see both kind of had a little stutter step. Really, really difficult bulls to get by for 8 seconds as you take a look at it from the Las Vegas Jib Cam. Austin Richardson trying to just grit his teeth and get through this one, but that was a tough one to twist.
It's the Gamblers. Still on the board here, 86 1/4. Nashville searching for that first ride. Well, Joao Lucas, he's got to be better, though, than 88 3/4 for the Ridge Riders to leave here, number 2. DeCastro, ooh, down. Takes a shot. Good to see him on his feet, but do not like to see where Montana Jacket's back feet just came down on DeCastro.
Takes a really big shot. Those were touch and go moments for sure. That is a big, big, strong bull.
And one that DeCastro has ridden before back in May at the PBR World Finals for 91 1/4. Oh.
Thank goodness it looked like it was a glancing blow, but that is...
Whew.
That is absolutely just a horrible place for Luciano to be.
Vulnerable position to be in. Good to see the #1 pick for the Ridge Riders up and walking out.
Who I have watched since he was 7, 8 years of age. What a career he's had, an opportunity at a big moment.
Oh! But he gets forward. The touch happens. Clock stops at 2:40. Matt, selfishly for you, I was wanting to see a qualified ride in that celebration.
Me too. So many parallels in our careers. We started in a small little practice pen in Oklahoma when Dirt Eater was a junior bull rider. We shared that moment at AT&T Stadium when he decided to retire, and now getting to watch Ryan Dirt Eater back in the arena, unfortunately, didn't go his way. But so looking forward as a fan to watching him contribute to this Stampede franchise.
Matt, we're supposed to see the two of you getting dinner together, not meeting up in Sports Med.
Yeah.
Oh, big one here, but once again, Black Cherry jostling him around there in that chute, and now Dirt Eater is sitting down. His teammates quickly coming to check on him.
We're talking about the focus that he has to be able to get back in there after what this bull has done in the bucking chutes. Remember, when he came out of the gate strong in Cheyenne that first game, he got a qualified ride. He set out the next day because of that nagging knee injury. It has continued to bother him, and this is a situation that Justin McBride is handling very carefully, deciding his moments when he's going to use Dirt Eater. That's not going to help his knee right there.
Missouri Thunder, Texas Rattlers back in Cheyenne as the Las Vegas Jib Cam moves us to Clayton Sellers, who goes down early here aboard Milk Mustache. Clock stops at 3:95. But you hear that challenge button, Alan?
I hear the challenge button. The question is, what's being challenged? And we'll find that out in just a minute as Ross Coleman and Luke Snyder are to the attention of their rider, Sellers, and we'll see what they're challenging here.
And now if a team wins a challenge, you keep it. If you lose it, that is your one for the game. So,
hey, Kate, I just saw Luke Snyder just told me they're challenging for the bull hipping itself. So that's what they're having a look at here for the judges. And it's as big because if Missouri gets a re-ride and gets a successful ride, then the other side has got to have a qualified ride go this ride. So we'll see what happens here.
He needs this to stay in it. Oh, had to do it. 5:98, the clock stops, but the effort all there.
Shades of a superstar that longtime PBR fans will remember. They say that Leonardo Lima is the Brazilian version of Brian Canner. Coming from Jerome and Tiffany Davis, that means that he has the ability, he's got the technical savvy, he's got the toughness, he's got a lot more season left to prove that he belongs there.
Then if they are doing that, do you think it's the pressure? Here we go. He may have felt the pressure, but maybe not, because Richardson rises to the occasion. Austin moves 2 full bulls ahead. They've got the momentum here on a Saturday night.
What a big ride out of Austin Richardson. This is the Austin Richardson we've wanted to see show up week in, week out. You can see he's a little banged up, a little stove up, but those hugs from those teammates are going to make it all better.
Alan looks like getting a bit of help there from the coaching staff.
He took a hard fall and took a kick as he was on the ground, but Austin Richardson needed this team needed this. You see his teammates and his coaches all around him. They know what they're going through right now.
for the Gamblers. It moves them 168.5 to nothing on the Carolina sideline. And for Richardson, that's his first qualified ride since Kansas City. You're taking a look at that hit there.
Yeah, that's always tough. The feet are really what hurt you. The bulls are, the horns are the scary part, but the feet are really what hurt you. But that does a lot for Austin Richardson and the Gamblers because, as we mentioned, I mean, number 2 draft pick, they expected big things out of him.
Ridge Rider Nation.
Go down! Go ahead! Go left side! Go! Stick it out! Keep moving! Back the other way! Down! Elbow! Elbow! Oh!
De Souza looked like he was on his way to doing it again, out of position and ultimately down in 6 and 82.
Yeah, really just a nice out from Wicked Dreams too. It again though, it starts one direction, back the other way, especially when they start into your hand and then go back away from your hand. That's tough for a bull rider, and Allison, he's a victim of it again. He was a little loose right here. Bull just got the best of him.
You mentioned the pressure with Mitchell wanting to be a playmaker as he was a week ago. Perhaps De Souza feeling that for his squad as well.
Yeah, and I was up here dancing around like a little kid trying to make every single move Allison was trying to make as well. It felt like an eternity, and I know you can see Coach Colby Yates right there. It felt like a really long time for him as well.
That's how you always dance.
Yeah, it's true.
They've seen you on Broadway.
We'll be out there a little bit later tonight as well.
Hey, Nashville's 2-0 against Texas. They don't want to lose this one.
Ow! Not only off early, but slammed to the ground. Taking his time to get up. De Souza Jr. down in 2 and 40 aboard Monkey Blues. Wow.
And you can see some pain and anguish on the face of Manuelito De Souza, but you also saw a lot of anguish on the face of their coach, Justin McBride. He is just devastated right now. Ouch.
Very disappointing because on paper this matchup was great. Manuelito is extremely good on bulls that go to the left. This bull, big, strong, round to the left, just proved too much.
And the bull scores there 44 points. They had a chance to really be into the high 80s and put themselves back in the game.
Wow.
Yellow Feather quickly making an impact. Salgado down early, as is about 200 LED screens.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen here. There's a lot of decisions that are about to be made. If we're just going to be completely open and transparent, there's a lot of decisions that are about to be made. We talk about coaching strategy. Now we turn to our coaches for the strategy.
And he's carried this team all year. Last time these two teams met, he had the only ride. On the Rattler sideline, but this time Jesus goes down, hits the dirt in 2 and 37.
Weird out from Baby Gangster right here. Had a lot of action. Went out there a lot of moves. Got Jesus down early.
Everything happens so fast. Take a look at that. That bull almost kind of on its side. When Cody Jesus' right foot comes up over the back of that bull, there's absolutely no recovering. You can see Jesus turn around, look at that bull, obviously frustrated, wishing he could have that one back. He's picked up 3 consecutive.
Stay on it! Wait on him!
Oh, did exactly what coach said. He did wait. He handled that direction change, but Hard Juice got him down at 7 and change.
Let him hit it. Yeah.
Oh, but you hear they're hitting that challenge. And Allen making his way over to Coach J.W. Hart.
Time or fouls or we want everything. Yep. We need what we can get.
I love the honesty of Coach J.W. Hart. I want you to go back and look at everything. If there's anything that would constitute another opportunity, you go back and find it because that's your job.
The one thing I will say about this too, Bob Mitchell did not quit until his head hit the ground. You saw the same effort last week. You saw the same effort this week. He is sold out on getting the whistle, and I love seeing that.
Oliver, though only 23, is one of the veteran presences on this team. Oh! Moves out to the side and so close to the steal. Oliver gets to safety down in 3 and 24.
And Matt was 100% correct. Kyler Oliver right here. Shakira shifts those hips out right around the corner, down early.
Guys, we keep talking about the Outlaw team being so tough. Oliver broke his neck in April. He returned here to the team's competition, and take a look at this, because if I saw it correctly, he is going to take a huge shot. Not only the impact there, but right there as well. And it is a game of inches in moments like this. And then in the middle as well.
There you go. Finish it, finish it.
Madsen into his hand, makes it look easy all day long. Oh! Takes a hit on the way out, but up to his feet, and now a chance to celebrate for the freedom. They take the lead here.
That's the guy that Oklahoma Freedom General Manager Brandon Bates drafted back in May. This is the reason they selected the young man from Utah, because of rides like this.
Briggs is a super talented young bull rider, and you see it all on display right here. Absolutely picture perfect from word go. Newsom has a nice day, and Briggs rides him perfect.
Had a terrible start to the season, but as we've mentioned before, it only takes one, and now Madsen's on a roll. He's got 2 in a row.
You're taking a look at that shot right there. The Freedom have struggled to stay healthy all season long, and they want to continue what they're doing to stay healthy. Good to see a smile coming from 22-year-old Madsen.
Go on, keep going, keep going, keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting.
Wasting no time. Rudman rises. Takes a hit on the way down, but a score always makes that feel better. Kansas City, they're on the board.
You can handle a few bumps and bruises along the way as long as you make it to the 8 seconds. I really felt like this was an opportunity that the Kansas City Outlaws could not let slip through their fingers. And Dalton Rudman, he had a lot of pressure on himself. He knew this was a bull that they should ride. It's into his hand, around to the right, and if he's going to be a part of this team, these are moments you've got to take advantage of.
The Outlaws, characteristically a scrappy team that has to come from behind, getting on the board early. Wow, he did take a hit there.
And that means he's putting out the effort, the amount of effort he needs to get to the 8 seconds. Again, it's not going to be pretty when you're working that hard.
You see Chase Outlaw, they're ready.
Prince Harry proving too much. Briggs down.
And the thud down here on the arena floor, the sound of the impact that Briggs Madsen made when he hit the arena floor was deafening. And still slow to get up, as once again we call on our sports medicine team. And for you fans at home and even here in the arena in Kansas City, that is a great initial indication. The fact that Briggs is up, communicating, even if it's on his knees. You got to keep in mind, when this kid was 15, 7 years ago, he had an injury that could have kept him away from this sport forever.
Yeah, that injury you're talking about, fell off a bronc, broke 5 vertebrae. He's been injured before, but this crowd, you can hear him for everyone watching at home on Pluto TV. Briggs Madsen up, makes his way out of the arena. As we take a look back at this replay, watch and hear, you can almost feel that impact, Matt.
Yeah, you see the impact there. And again, I just, here with his teammates, love the fact that he is walking out of this arena knowing the backstory, knowing the impact that he just made on the floor. Him walking out of this arena, that is a great sign, and it puts some smiles on faces back here behind the bench for his team.
Yeah, the Freedom already dealing with some injuries early on in the season. That's why you see Outlaw on the sidelines right now. He's week to week, so we'll keep you up late on the latest with Madsen.